afternoon, everybody. Lovely to see you, and thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, this is available on your catch-up. You can do this at any time. It's lovely to have you back, Elizabeth, from your travels. You've just caught up from yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely to have you with me, Karen. We've got block and band today, so make sure you've got everything to hand, okay? So we're going to get started today with that lovely posture. Make sure that we've got our tension in our joints and our muscles around the joints. Okay, so tension in the muscle and don't lock the joints out. Get me muscles and my joints mixed up there. So a little bit of a bend in the knee for me. And as you bring the knee back, I want you to tense up the fronts of the legs for me. Okay, so we're just going to take it into a nice little bit movement back and forward. So I want you to think about bringing the shoulders back.
Your training begins.
So we're going to start our training today with 15 minutes of 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest and hold. So I'm asking you to now give me a little bend in the knee and open up the shoulders. So keep the shoulders down and just roll them forward, roll them back. Keep the gap in between the knees. The 30 seconds, we're going to lift the arms, grip them together and look up. So be really tall, lengthen out the legs and look up for me. So what we're going to do now is widen the legs, tilt the pelvis under. So from this position here, just give me a little tilt. Release the arms. We're going to take one arm over the top and then we're going to add the other arm. You can add a little bit of a bend in the knee, and I just want you to start to mobilise the shoulders. Widen up the hips. So if you've been sat down and your hips have been in line, I want them slightly wider. Open up that chest. Perfect. Now take the arms and hold. So make sure those palms are forward. We've got a really nice position. And if you want to just turn the head underneath, you can. So this time, take your right leg and place it over the left.
Exercise 3.
Then we're going to add in a nice lateral flexion. So I'm going to just change your balance slightly. Now when the arm comes round, I want you to swing. Push the hip out to the side and create that lovely C shape. So I'm pushing out from the hip and moving the arm at the same time. Now uncross the legs and stretch the arm down the middle of the back. Get that nice stretch in there. Shake off the legs a little bit. Put the left over the right. Hold your balance. Push the hips forward. Squeeze the bottom. Shake off the arms. Okay, so now we're going to move over to the other side. So get ready. Okay, so lift and swoop over the top. It's going to be a little bit challenging, but you're going to get a really nice stretch from the hip all the way up and over. Make sure that you're bending your head as well, that you're getting that lovely C. So I'm spending my 30 seconds sort of rest, holding or stretching. So now shake the legs off a little bit. Good. We're going to drop down to the lower body now, so make sure that your feet are a bit wider. Just give me that movement through the ankles. Shake off the arms. We're going to drop into a little squat, and then we're going to move the arm back over your head, and then you're going to come up to stand. So this was something we did yesterday.
Exercise 5.
Take your arm and then a little bit of a lift. And then stand. And let's go back again. So down into that lovely deep squat. Again, let's look at the hips. We're totally pushing them out of the position that they've been in. Forearm against the leg, and then come up for me. And drive the arms down and hold. So interlink the fingers and hold. And again, just shake the legs off. Ready for the other side. Okay, interlace, take them away, little shake out. A little bit wider position. Back of the forearm against the side of the leg, okay? Ready? We take it down. And then just come straight back up. We've got to think about our body moving in different ranges, different planes of movement. Looking really good. Keep going. And again. Fantastic. So now take your hands and just rotate to the side and rotate to the side. Let's really concentrate on rotating that body. Shake off for me. So now we're going to go into a split stance, and I want you to start to think about coming up onto your toes. Okay, so let's tilt the pelvis. When you push back down again, I want you to try and push your heels into the floor. So when we're sat, our feet and our ankles don't actually get that much movement. It's just increasing that circulation. It's good for ankle stability, this as well. Woo! Brilliant. Okay, now just start to move the shoulders independently. As if you're doing backstroke, but you're not allowed to use your arms. We're going to switch legs, put the other leg in front, and do our calf raises just that way. Okay, so a little bit of a gap, and then we're just going to come up and then back down again. So pushing down into the knees.
Exercise 8.
Now just tilt that pelvis a little bit. Sometimes we just need to isolate certain muscles. Woo! Brilliant. And again, so just use the power to lift up. Perfect. Take the right hand behind and just give it a gentle stretch. Gentle stretch. Good, good, good. So we're going to look at hip movement. We're going to move the hips in a circle. Okay, still got hold of that same arm, just pulling it across. And again, just stretching out the shoulders. Okay, hands, top parts of the hips, feet a bit closer. And I want you to circle the hips. So really think about north, south, east and west. Try and keep the shoulders down, but move from the core. So push the bottom out. Try and keep your feet to the floor. Brilliant. Now put your other hand behind you and then just gently draw that back along. So you're drawing it that way. It's difficult when we're teaching online because I don't know if we're opposites or with it together. But if you just follow my lead, and again, look at the elbow there and then draw it in and behind. Good. So we're going to circle the hips the other way this time because I didn't change direction. Get ready. So I'm now going to go the other way. I'm really trying to use my core to negotiate the tilting of the pelvis. Keep the feet flat. Let it all go on here, here, and here. So really get that mobility going on in that hip. Brilliant. Now gently put your hands together and stretch down. So if again you've been working on the computer, let's just push the fingertips down, link and squeeze. Okay, good. Hand behind and hand behind. Shake off, let's go. Pick up your band for me. Nice and long, a little bit of tension. Okay? Now when we're going to lift the band, when we're ready, lift all the way over. Get that tension in the band. Let's start to push our boundaries a little bit. So try to keep your elbows long and strong the whole time. Beautiful. And again. So I'm going to do my first 15 minutes standing. Okay, so come up onto your toe and just drop into a squat and hold. I've got my band behind me, so just want you to hold, and you might want to just do some movement around the heel look, lifting and lowering. Good. Bands behind you. Push that bottom back. Just get
Exercise 12.
brilliant. Now take an under grip of the band and we're going to pull. Pull. Keep that posture tall. Just pulling the band away. Getting those scapular muscles, those scapular shoulder wings to work and get those muscles working either side. Well done. Keep a gap in between your band and your bum. Brilliant. Take the band in front. Drop yourself into your squat. Think about the other foot. And now drop the heel and lift. But nothing else should be working other than that lower limb. So these should be moving up and down. Okay. Wonderful. So I'm just going to prepare you for your next exercise. Keep going and watch. We're going to pull diagonal. Let's go. So we're going to pull and then we're going to change. And we're going to do our crossovers and we're going to open up the arms. Now again, if you want to make that harder, you might want to double up your band and make double tension. Now, if you've doubled your band, double it again, so we quarter, and then just do around the houses, and then just come around. And again. So keeping those arms long and strong. Finish at the top. Okay, good job. Keep your band double, it's entirely up to you. We're going to raise our arm up and kick our leg behind. So rock onto that front foot. So as I rock back, it's like I'm pressing a pedal. It's little things like this that make a difference. Raise the arms up and rest. Now pull the arms down into your W position and then gently move around in a rotation fashion. And again, fantastic. Let's get ready for the other side. Keep your head long and strong. Don't lean forward.
Exercise 50.
Okay, here we go. Other leg. So we switch back.
Last phase.
Last phase on this standing set. We're going straight in to some floor work next. And our timings, if I remember rightly, are going to be 40 work, 20 rest. Again, it's all good posture. Well done. Woo!
Your workout is complete. Well done.
Fantastic. Okay, so with your band, we're going to take a roll down. So roll down and roll up. Okay. So roll the shoulders back. Here we go. Take a lovely in-breath. Take a roll down. And then roll on up. Try and extend that back extension. So when we come all the way up, push the hips forward, get that lovely curve of the spine. I'm going to move to all fours. Okay, so when you're ready, just put your band to the side and grab your block. So your block is now going to sit underneath your right knee. Okay? And we're going to start to think about moving the left hip. Okay?
Exercise 2.
So we're going to start by extending the leg behind and then moving the hip out to the side. Now, because I've put your knee on the block, I've given you room to maneuver. So if you can keep your toe off the floor, that would be amazing. So just keep moving and just basically floating your leg to the side. From the back. Now come off the block. Give me a beautiful stretch. Head down, arms out. Use your block or not. And then when you're ready, put the block under your left knee. And we're going to do exactly the same.
Exercise 3.
So get the hands under the shoulders, extend the leg, and bring it out to the side. Don't forget to keep an eye on your breathing. Make sure your hands are fully pushed into the floor. Your shoulders aren't twisting. And the movement's coming from the hip, from the side of the waist. Fabulous. And come off the block and stretch.
20-second rest.
Good. Okay, just move the block to the side. We're literally just going to come onto the fronts of our knees and we're going to lower our bodies down to the floor. And then you're going to push back up. If you want to add a little bit of a stretch in there, you can. So lower and push. So I've just crossed my legs at the back and I'm going to make sure I lower myself with the arms and the chest. Once the hands are in position, they shouldn't need to move. And I want you to tuck your elbows in really tightly so we get that lovely movement, Karen, round those lats, round the chest, but only go to where you're happy with. And rest. Now turn yourself over and give your leg a lovely stretch. Push from the hip. Okay? So I've got hold of my foot where my shoelaces go and I'm pushing forward from my hip. Okay. So roll back forward. Give me that lovely child's pose. And then bring your hands to 10 o'clock. And give me a nice stretch on the lats. Move your hands to 2 o'clock. Put the other hand on top and stretch at 2 o'clock. That's 12 o'clock. And then give me that lovely last rock and press. And then push back. And again. And stay on the floor. And then turn yourself so you're onto your side and you're stretching your other leg. Okay, the hips and the quads. So it's a nice lying stretch. Push that hip forward. Now you're going to stay on this side and you're going to just circle the hip. So let go of the hip that you've just been stretching, that leg, and just give me that lovely circle. So all I've done is bend my knees and I'm circling. Now stay where you are and then just add in a lift. Like a little clam. Lift and lower. Good effort. So we just resting the shoulder, working the hips. Excellent. Roll back onto your tummy and push back into stretch. Good. And then down into your press up. Push back. And then get onto your other side for me. So other side. So we're going to start to circle. So I've just warmed you up with some circles there. So just a little quick change around. Now hold and then do your lift and lowers. Now keep the gap in between. So if you had a block there, don't let your knee drop down to the other one. So just keep that gap going. We're going to lie on our backs next and we're going to get our band. And the block. And rest. So bring yourself to your band. Lower yourself down and put your block, if you're going to use your block, just underneath your hips. Okay, and just let's raise the hips off the floor. Now get your band. And now we're going to just drop our heels to the floor and we're going to bring our band over our heads. When you bring them back, bring the band to your knees. Slowly down. Now of course you can do the legs one by one. And you don't have to have the block underneath your hips. But we are just working the core a little bit more. Keep tension on the band. Good job. Now leave yourself in position, and if you need to make it a little bit harder with the band, double up the band, okay? So this time we're going to extend the leg fully as the arms go over the head, and when the knees come back together, the band sits on the knees. Ready? We're going to alternate legs. Let's go. Now you've got to really teeter with that heel. You've got to get it touching the floor if you can. And that really opens up the hips. Get those bands to the knees. Oh, it takes a little bit of time to just find out where the floor is. Good work. Brilliant. Okay, so with your band now, we're just going to get rid of the block. Put the block in between your feet so you can see it, okay? So we're going to take the band and we're going to move the band side to side whilst we're holding the block. Okay, so tension on the band. So we're going to move side to side, but the block has to stay still and the legs have to stay still. If you need to bend your knees, but make sure the hips don't leave the floor. I want you to move your upper body and not your lower. Draw the tummy button into the spine. Good. Now take the block. Move the block to the side. Okay, we're going to take a tilt of the pelvis and we're going to go into bridge, okay? Take the band, have it in front of you. When you hit the top of your bridge, I want you to pull the band all the way across your chest. So tilt the bridge and then pull the band. Lower the bridge, relax the arms. Tilt, bridge, pull the band. Lower. So when we're lowering on that pelvis, all the way through the spine, I want you to take control of the movement. Brilliant. Now just give the knees a hug, okay? 20 seconds. And if you want to drop them over to one side, feel free to have a lovely stretch. And if you want to take them over to the other side, and again, the band goes the other way.
Exercise 12.
Okay, let's go back into bridge. Feet down, let's go. Now, pull the band, chest, hold, and march with the right leg. March with the left. Lower the bridge, lower the band. And again, we open up the bridge, open up the band. Hold position, march with one leg, march with the other. You're still holding the band tight. When you start to lower the bridge, take away the tension off the band. Let's go. Woo, well done. Let's just finish these two off.
20-second rest.
Lower the bridge and lower the band. Fabulous. Now tuck up for me and bring yourself into a seated position. Take your band and place it around the right leg. Okay, now take your opposite hand behind and I want you to take the band into a circle. So I've got you supported here. Now hold it out wide and we're going to go out and in. Now I've got hold of the band with one hand. And we're just moving the leg out to the side. You can do this on the floor if that's too tricky and bring that leg in. Okay? So now put the other foot in and stretch forward. Sit up tall, stretch forward again. Put the band in the other foot, okay? Sit up tall. Lean back on the other arm and circle. So again, you just find your way. Make sure your hand is anchored and you're pushing against the band and circling. Okay, here it goes. We take it out and in. Try and make sure that the toe is pointing upwards and not out to the side. So if I turn, you can see my foot stays pointing to the ceiling. I'm not turning it. Well done. Now lean forward and put the band around both feet and sit up tall. Now you can see I'm winding my band up to tension, okay? Toes pointing upwards. We're going to do a lovely high row. Last one. Let's go.
Last phase.
Last phase. So draw those high elbows up. If you want to have your knees bent, that's absolutely fine. You're still going to get that high row. Keep strong wrists. Head up. So when you row, I don't want you to dip your head down. I want that lovely tall posture at the back, rowing hard. So work hard to sit up straight. Gosh, I sound like everybody's mum there, don't I? And relax. Oh, uncross and get rid of the band for me. Okay, turn yourself over. Look at that, right on time, 12:45. Just give me a little cat and cow. You worked really hard there. So the first 15 minutes was standing with some holding stretches. Slowly come on up when you're ready. And then the second set was a little bit more band orientated and all on the floor. So gently roll the shoulders. Let's have a swing of the arms. Let's bring ourselves back into the real world. That is 30 minutes of you time. So important. And again, place the hands together and give me a nice little bit of a roll, roll, roll. Fantastic. Guys, have a lovely weekend, whatever it is you're doing, okay? Make sure there's something in there that's all about you, which is so important, okay? And as we push on into our October, we're talking about balance and just strengthening our balance, kind of variety around balance, but realising how important it is. So have a lovely weekend. Drink some water and I'll see you Monday, 8 o'clock. Look forward to it already. Take care. See you soon.